One of the highlights of the tournament has been the cultural challenge of all nations, but particularly the Fijians. And the Australians link arms for one of the highlights we've seen. As I mentioned, here is the Fiji cultural challenge. Well, just every time they do it, it sends tingles up the spine, doesn't it, Gary? And they're just lovely people, the Fijians, and the passion which they play is reflected in the way they sing. And we've got a player in the middle of the ground getting some treatment after that. It is an unchanged lineup selected. Naingama at fullback. Big night tonight for Jared Hayne. And Ken Fiji, coached by Mick Potter. And I think Jared Hayne is the player. Sorry, I've been distracted. The Australian side, as per program, Mal Meninga is the coach. It is Jared Hayne, but I think it might be, he was the last one out onto the field. He's been in the hands of the trainer, but I think he's okay. It's just one of those things. He's been standing around for a while and getting a bit of treatment, Gary Belcher, but that is surprising. He's caught me by short.
Yeah, and a very important player for Fiji. He's been fantastic at this tournament at 5'8", just steering the troops around. Didn't get the jersey too dirty early, but he was great once again last week against New Zealand.
Matt Gillett.
He just rips in, doesn't he?
He's been terrific throughout the tournament.
Yeah, mate.
It is a beautiful night for rugby league in Brisbane. For this time of year, it is very mild and very little humidity. And a reasonable crowd on hand again. This World Cup semi-final. Jared Sutton, our referee tonight. He'll be refereeing for a place in the final. Ashton Sims. Josh Maguire on his home ground, plays for the Brisbane Broncos.
Just time your run, boys. Don't go early.
Countdown is on. Cameron Smith gets us underway. At the end of 80 minutes, one of these teams will be preparing for the Rugby League World Cup final here on Saturday week. The offload from Sims to start the game. A little bit of Fijian flair from the hit-up from the kickoff.
Hold, Cameron, hold, go, one.
Is that what we're going to see tonight from Fiji, to play a little bit of different football and throw something at the Australians?
Well, it's something we haven't seen from many teams, and it was superb. This fella, Uwade, he has been great, playing in the centres, often on the wing for his club teams.
over the halfway line. Now through the hands of Kamakamita. He's up towards the 30. Just shy of that mark in the middle of the field. Hayne gets knocked over by Clemmer after he kicks it. Under pressure, Slater. And he's tackled 5 out from the line. Now, Valentine Holmes under pressure. Some strong defence here from the Fijians. And a little bit of push and shove. Ashton Sims was involved. Slater over the top with a shoulder charge. Now it's on. Josh Dugan is in there. Ashton Sims has run from a mile away. Well, there was Hims before the game, but there's no patience shown here by the Fijians.
Chris, stay at the back. Chris.
Tane Milne and Maguire.
Jared Hayne, the man that came in with a shoulder, or so it seems. That's what the referee has pulled it up for. Have a look yourself, Slater. Well, was there any arm in that tackle? It did look like a shoulder charge.
Well, it's a test match.
Emotional start.
Kevin.
Great to see Kevin Nagama, the skipper, being called out for a chat.
Cameron.
Well, the ref.
Cameron. The penalties for Jared with the contact. Right, we've got Ashton run in and Josh Dugan as well. I won't tolerate it the whole time, okay? Let's back to play footy.
Jerry, clearly your plan for Fiji to do that.
Let's the penalties back here, mate. You just need to get the boys back. Keep behind it.
Well, Josh Dugan is still pointing at someone. The irony, too, of all that, Gary, is that Jared Hayne was hit by David Clemmer after he kicked the football as well. So
Which could have been a penalty.
Absolutely.
Hold now.
Let's see this hit up.
It was an excellent attacking set by Fiji there first. They've given away an early penalty, but I don't think they'll mind if they can contain Australia here.
Lottie up now. Ashton here and hold.
5 short of the halfway line. Cordner playing it. Now Dugan runs there at Milne. Makes the tackle. Kethi is there also. Now they go the short side, and Morgan knocked over by Hayne and tackled just shy of the 20. It could have been a penalty as well.
She offload.
Woods. He's inside the 20 here. Good opportunity for the Kangaroos. Gets up very slowly there, Aaron Woods, holding the left shoulder. Gillett had to stop. It was easy meat for the defence. Rawalui making the tackle. Cronk, they go the short side. Chambers, it's off a Fijian foot. The referee says.
Bernie.
He's not saying anything yet.
Yes, that's correct. It's in here, boys. It's a kick.
Well, they're saying.
That's right.
Well, that's not played at
Just trying to get out of the way.
by Uwade, so it'd have to be a Fijian feed, you'd imagine here.
Now he's saying not played out.
Heads in, Billy.
They waited to get the nod from the video ref, and that's a good decision.
Okay, feed. Out. Leave it, Lonnie.
Let's see how Fiji, what this set is like. Their first one was excellent to get down the other end of the field. Here's Vunivalu.
Cameron and Josh.
8 tries so far in the World Cup. He can score a try, can't he? And they normally come in bunches. Strong run there from Kamita.
The record goes to another great winger, Wendell Saylor, with 10. So can Suli outdo him tonight.
Clemmer over the top again. Unikite tackle. Kick out, 5 short of halfway. Last here for Fiji. Hayne from outside the 40. It's a good kick too from Jared Hayne. Tane Gagai back to his goal line. It's a pretty good chase here from Fiji. Coruscant misses the first one. They tackle him 20 out from the line. Now Valentine Holmes with a strong run. He's lost the ball. Terrific tackle from Kamikamitha. Valentine Holmes running 100 miles an hour, and he was smashed.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Josh and Ashton.
Good contact. Holmes does this so often. He doesn't hold back. There's a hand on the ball there, or an arm that plays at the ball, but loose carry.
He's making the tackle.
Get a second row there, boys.
Perfect opportunity here for Fiji. There's no one on the blind side here for Fiji. They're all on the open.
Billy, feed. Out.
Hayne trying to take them on, and Why comes in to help Billy Slater make the tackle. And the penalty. He was on there forever. Now, they took the penalty goal early last week, and it was the difference. Will they do it again this week?
Have to.
Kevin. Happy? Yeah. Kevin, that's what... Go for two, boys.
It took a while. Bit of a team meeting. What they got there.
I don't think there was any doubt they're going to take it. They were just maybe trying to get into the Aussies' minds, but doesn't seem to be any doubt, Gary, that the game plan from the Fijians early is to try and unsettle the Australians.
Yeah, mate, there's that little bit of aggression there.
Well, they are very excited, emotional about tonight's game. It's important to them. They have been here before, World Cup semi-finals, but I don't think they've ever had a team as good as this. That is potentially a team that could go through to the final. They'll need a wonderful performance tonight, but the way they've started, it's been very good.
So it is Episai Coruscant pretty much right in front to put Fiji in front early. And Aaron Woods has come from the field, and that left shoulder limp by his side. From right in front, there's the 2 points. Fiji on the board first. Regan Campbell-Gillard is coming on. Fiji lead 2 points to nil, and Aaron Woods is straight up the tunnel as we go down to the touchline and say good evening for the first time to Brett Kamali.
Yeah, and obviously Fiji, most of the crowd here seems to be in favour of them, so there's a nice bit of atmosphere down here on ground level. Obviously they want to make the Australian side just get a little bit off their game, just frustrate them a little bit, play a game that they're not comfortable doing. We have had criticism of the one rep. The ruck is really slow, so obviously that's something that plays in favour of Fiji rather than Australia.
Here they come again, Fiji. Sims, who offloaded with the first hit up.
Josh, out of there now.
They lead by 2 points to nil, where they were last week against New Zealand early as well. I doubt we'll have another tryless game with Fiji. It'd be remarkable if that was the case tonight. I'd say they're playing with plenty of vigour, plenty of speed as well at the moment. 10 short of halfway. Through the hands, and Kithe tries the offload and turns it over. He didn't lose that. I reckon he tried to pass it. Morgan get out of one and can't get away from the other. And Jared Hayne came in as well as Kithe, the man who made the mistake, is there. Clemmer. Inside the 30 they go.
Up here. Hold here. Hold. Go. 3.
Smith. Now on the angle, Regan Campbell-Gillard, who has played a test for Fiji and up against his cousin in Ashton Sims, as Smith out of acting half. Now the pass from Cronk. Gillett into open space. Gillett with the ball, which was forward. Why didn't he go himself? There was a try for Matt Gillett, but he went to pass the ball, and it was an absolute shocker.
Well, it was a try for him or a better pass, and it was Dane Gagai over for the first try of the night. Good ball, just got him on the outside of Uarte. He just wanted to draw the fullback. He did everything right, but a poor pass. Really unselfish play, but poor execution in the end means Australia still not on the scoreboard.
Well, he did have Kevin Nyangama in front of him, but I couldn't imagine Nyangama stopping him from there.
Very difficult to stop.
Now, Aaron Woods is the issue at the moment for the Kangaroos.
Here we go at the back. Let's wait for the out call there, David. Arms around Will. Head in, head.
It's his left shoulder He went straight up the tunnel.
Surrender!
Luckily, there's enough forwards on the bench, but to be one down early could be a problem.
One of the great keys for Australia, good offload by Vunivalu, has been their rotation of their bench. Woods and Clemmer come off after 20, 30 minutes, and then Campbell, Gillard and McLean had such an impact, but that's changed now.
For the Army. 15 short of halfway. Unikethe inside the 40. Warrior South. Kamikamitha. Last tackle here for the Fijians. Hayne wraps around and gets the kick away, and Billy Slater has it, but the chase is good from Fiji. They're there in numbers, but Billy beat the first, but not the second. And Jared Haynes there again.
They only sent 5 chases after Billy. That's not enough.
And Jared Haynes gives away that penalty again. And they've got the team inside their own 20.
Twice now, early tackle count penalties against Fiji. Yeah, just hanging on a bit too long. The push, the shove there. Well, he knows better than that, Jared Haynes. He's a bit excited early in the game. Needs to control that.
He's the most experienced player to lead. Cordner. It's been an entertaining start. Maguire. Sims with the tackle, and a good shot it was too. And Unikethe is involved as well. Smith. Now Cronk, short ball Gillett. This time they wrap him up. And it's the halfback that'll have Matt Gillett running at him all night. Henry Raiwalui. Awkward fall there. Campbell Gillard. Just shy of the 20. Smith out of acting half. Now Slater. Gillett almost through again. He's only 9 metres away. It is the last tackle. Cooper Cronk to the line. The kick is straight into the chest of Coruscant, and Fiji survive.
Well defended by the buddy.
Good shot over the top, Maguire, but sorry, I should say Morgan. But the Aussies are looking sharp down there. They're throwing plenty at Fiji. Cronk around the leg. Smith and Gillett involved in the tackle of kick out. Sims, the offload. Hayne. Aliami. 30-metre line he's tackled on. Coruscant. Get that. Last here for Fiji. Still inside their 40. Hayne with the kick and hit by Cordner as he kicked it. Good shot from Boyd Cordner. Nothing illegal about it at all. And here's danger. Slater up to the halfway line. Quick play the ball. Dugan on the back of it. Inside the 40 come the Kangaroos.
Got to get that kick chase in order, Fiji. Jared Hayne couldn't chase.
Cronk with an early kick. Gagai chasing. Chambers there as well. Montoya under pressure. Can't get it back into the field of play. And Fiji under the pump.
Billy Slater does wonderful work bringing the football back. And then a few tackles later, Cooper Cronk perfectly placed cross-field kick.
So just make sure if it's an attacking kick, not going to your side, Chris, maybe try and hold on that. I just don't want to leave blokes unattended on the ground.
He did well in the end, Marcelo Montoya. To get back there, he would have heard the footsteps.
Yep, and there was no chance he was going to get back into the field of play.
Change being made by Fiji. Jacob Saifiti is on, replacing Aloni Unikethe.
Time your run here, boys.
Let's head downstairs quickly to Brett Kamali with an update on Aaron Woods.
Yeah, good news for Aaron Woods. It was his left AC joint that they've checked out, but he said he will be cleared to return.
That is good news for Aaron. They don't want to get injured in the semi-final. And Fiji are taking forever here through Jared Hayne, and the referee making no effort to tell them to hurry up. Cameron Smith was waving his hands around. There was a good drop kick in the end. It's Clemmer returns it. Strong Fijian defence again. Saifiti, one of those tacklers. Now Campbell Gillard turning his back again, like Ashton Sims is doing on the other side for Fiji.
Come on, these game a bit off Petro Sivanasiva too. And that's a bit like Petro used to run.
Vunivalu came out of the line. Here come the Kangaroos, and Billy Slater scores. Suliasi Vunivalu, what was he doing? He slipped over, and then it was 6-on-1, and they were always going to score, the Australians. 4-2 with a kick to come.
Morgan squeezed through there. Looked like not much happening, but they have come up ahead of the line, a couple of defenders. He sneaks through that tackle there and just offloads to Billy Slater. Good try.
It's 4-2, the Kangaroos with a kick to come. Vunivalu raced out of the line, the missed tackle. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking there, Vunivalu. He got nowhere near anyone. And on the back of the repeat set, they get the possession. The fourth of this World Cup for Billy Slater. And the Australians lead by 4 points to 2. He's been dangerous every time he's touched the ball so far tonight, Billy Slater, and he gets the first try of the game. His fourth so far in this 2017 Rugby League World Cup. The referee has signalled time off here. Cameron Smith is trying to line up yet another goal. Good night last week in Darwin. Only missed the one kick. That's another 2 points for Australia, and another goal for Cameron Smith. They lead by 6 points to 2.
We talk about Jared Hayne and Billy Slater, some players that come in as leading try scorers in World Cup on 14, and now Billy Slater, as we see here, gets the pass off Michael Morgan, gets try number 15, so he's now the leading try scorer in World Cup history, and he, as we mentioned last week, I think is the best fullback this game has ever had.
Louis at the restart, and here they come again through Regan Campbell, Gillard, and strong shot again from Ashton Sims. Maguire, certainly plenty of feeling and plenty of physical stuff from the Fijians. Clemmer. 30 out from his own line, and another penalty that gets Australia out of its own end easily. There is Aaron Woods back on the bench. Good news for him and the Kangaroos.
Well, they really need to tidy that area up. Fiji giving Australia cheap meters upfield, restarting inside the Fijian half, and we know how lethal their attack can be from this point.
They're inside the 40 already. Maguire, Morgan, Cordner. Through the tackle, Tane Milne, but wrapped up there by Jared Hayne. Smith again out of acting half, creating danger. Now Maguire is only 10 away from the line. Morgan with the dummy going himself, and Slater lurking, but he just couldn't link. Smith again. Now Cooper Cronk. Cooper Cronk takes the line on, but they hold him a metre away from the goal line. The tackle made by FIJI. Smith, Morgan, kicking for Holmes. Vunivalu misses it, and Valentine Holmes, who got 5 last week in Darwin, starts with a try tonight. 10-2 with a kick to come.
No need to go upstairs. He was about a metre behind the kicker, timed it perfectly. He just had to wait and see if his opposite winger got hold of it. Just too high for Vunivalu. And Valentine Holmes is on the try scorers list again.
2 tries in 3 minutes. It is 10-2 with a kick to come. Just a perfectly weighted kick. 6 tries in his last, 80 97 minutes of rugby league.
Nice, a couple of try assists there within a few minutes to Michael Morgan as well. Beautiful crossfield kick.
Which is often it's Cooper Cronk, isn't it? Doing those sorts of kicks, but this time Morgan, who's been good so far tonight. If they're going to concede penalties, Fiji, to let the Aussies out of their own end comfortably, they're going to pay an even heavier price.
And they've given away 3 around the 20 or 30 metre line, and it's just making it so much easier for the Aussies to get out of their territory.
And they've scored 2 tries off those 3. So Cam Smith, that's what he has in front of him. Already successful with his first, and this will be a real test for the Fijians. They haven't been in this place in the World Cup so far. To be behind and to be so many points behind is new territory. He doesn't miss many, does he? Cameron Smith, straight as a gun barrel. And Brett Kamali in the blink of an eye, it's 12-2 to the Kangaroos.
Yeah, and I'm a little bit worried here with how the Fijian side are defending their edge shifts. It's certainly 2 quick tries on the back of 2 penalties, but when you watch how much aggression the defensive line has, there is a lot of fear. You mentioned before about Wendell Saylor, who's got 10 World Cup tries, Vunivalu, who has 8, now Holmes 7. I think Holmes will be the leading try scorer when this competition finishes.
He's only got one of the big games to go. It's a big statement. Certainly not out of a possibility, as now it's a tackle made on the 20. They not concede here, Fiji, a penalty. Cordner will play it. Cameron Smith once again is just dominating the game out of acting half there, creating and directing play. Here he goes again with an early kick. Nine Gama. They haven't had the ball for a while, Fiji. First time in some time they've been able to get their hands on the football.
Stand up now, Marcus, push up. Go, 1.
Vunivalu. I don't often see a ball kicked in his direction that he doesn't catch.
Cooper. Go, 2.
He's often on the end of Cooper Cronk. Crossfield kicks playing for the Melbourne Storm.
Stand up. Hold. Go.
Toya plays it. Jacob Saifiti straight over the top of Gillett. You're not going to say that too often. There's an injury. Potter looks on, and Regan Campbell-Gillard hasn't moved. That is not good, is it? Hopefully, it's just one of those ones, Gary, that just stings initially and just a bit of a knock.
4, mate.
Let's have a look how he goes down. On that right knee.
Yeah, that's 4. That's 4. That's 4.
It's not a good twist when it does that.
He knew it immediately.
And calling for the stretcher. Junior Geetha is coming on. It was a strong run too. You don't often run over the top of Matt Gillett. He doesn't want to come off, but that wobbly knee doesn't look good, does it, Gary?
Not at all. That's a big concern for the Fijian camp.
That's 4, Kevin.
It's wrong group. They're going to come on for him.
I was just talking about the Aussies, maybe one down on the bench, and it looks like Fiji. Aussies got Woods back, but now Fiji. There's some sort of effort for Jacob Saifiti to get back. There's a resigned look on his face. Wangita comes on in 16.
Tackle 4.
see whether Fiji can get themselves back into the rhythm, back into that aggressive mode. And now it is the last, and it's an awful kick from Louis. He catches his own kick and then gets it back to Jared Hayne. It's off the back of Dugan, who didn't play at it. Still alive, but there's a knock on, and Morgan's come up with it. That was a pretty poor end of that set. No, it was a very poor end of that set to Fiji. Clemmer.
Chewy, Ashton, up! Here and hold! Go, one.
Cronk, short ball, Gillett.
Junior, clear it!
Slow play the ball. Referee allowing it. Smith. Just sort of got in his way there, I think, Campbell Gillard.
Work out of there now, Ashton!
Tackle just shy of the 20. Maguire. Cronk. Kicking. Gagai chasing. Montoya back there and touching goal. You don't often see that from Cooper Cronk. 20-minute restart, 7 tackle set here for the Fijians.
Bit of relief there. Oh, you've got to get to the middle of the park to take the restart.
Montoya.
Josh, up now! Hold! Go, 0.
Strong run, good run as well. Filiame kick out.
Go, 1.
Here they come. Luate stepping inside Chambers. Couldn't get away from Clemmer and Gillett. And Geetha. Now, Kamitha.
Josh, straight up! Hold!
Gillard and Maguire involved in the defence. Hayne for the corner. Here comes Vunivalu. Slater just had too much on it. And here comes Billy racing back to the 20-metre line.
Costly mistake, just kicked it dead, as the Aussies did in the last set. But let's see what the Kangaroos can do with this football. Dugan now with a good carry.
Over the top, Tane Mill.
Go, 0.
Couple of St George Illawarra teammates. Tane Mill and Josh Dugan lining each other tonight.
Ashton, clear it! Junior, look first!
Chambers coming looking for a run. Short side, numbers, but Cordner takes the tackle. A good tackle too from Mill. Short side again. Smith out of acting half and creating an opportunity. Was stripped by Fiji one-on-one, and the tackle count restarts.
Tackle 1. Go, 1.
Coriolisau, the man involved, he got his hands on it. So the tackle count restarts. Chambers. Uate with the defence on this occasion. Cronk. Here's Gillett. Through the first tackle there of kick out. He's inside the 20 again. They go the short side. Cooper Cronk, short ball, Chambers. Good defence.
Hands away now,
Aquila Uate. And the penalty.
Wait. Okay.
Tap taken. They go deep. Smith. Short ball, Maguire.
Release
Sort of falling, his legs were chopped from underneath him.
Go, 1.
Right, Iliami. Now Dugan back on the angle. Through one and Nine Gama. And he's hurt there, I think, Josh Dugan. He fell awkwardly.
Tackle 2.
Oh, he's in some pain.
Just back on the angle, Nine Gama with the tackle, and straight away. Is it the ankle? Yep. It's his ankle. That's the issue. He's up. That's a good sign.
Josh is staying there. Just wait for the whistles. Tackle 2. 1 foot on the line, Junior. Tackle
It's a
2.
try saver from Nine Gama.
Go, 2.
Meninga and Michael Hagan look on. Maguire.
Release it! Hold, Junior. Go, 3.
Smith, Campbell Gillard, Cronk, Slater. Billy Slater got away from one, but not away from Uate. Cronk up quickly here, Fiji. Campbell Gillard back on the angle. Back his way towards the goal line, and Uate not liking the fact that his jumper was being held on to. Smith kicking, not his best kick, but it's still play on. Clemmer, now Morgan, tackle count hasn't been restarted, doesn't have to be, and there's Valentine Holmes in again. Gets himself a double, too many green and gold jerseys, not enough Fijian defenders, and the Kangaroos get their third.
They made it look easy in the end. Didn't know the Kangaroos. Even when Cameron Smith takes the wrong option, it turns out to be a good option. The kick, he couldn't dribble it through, but he just taps it out wide. Clemmer does the right thing, shovels it on. A bit of draw and pass there from Morgan and co. Straight to the hands of Valentine Holmes. He strolls over.
16-2 to Australia with a kick to come. Five tries last week, 2 tries this week, and what are we? 14 minutes away from half-time. Josh Dugan getting some treatment for that ankle injury. He suffered in the lead up to that try. It's more like a calf there, but I think that'll be to stop the swelling to get to the ankle. What a week it's been for Valentine Holmes. 5 tries in Darwin, 2 tries in Brisbane.
8 for
still
the tournament.
And we're still, what are we, 14 out from half-time. Kamali might be a genius with his prediction before about Valentine Holmes finishing this World Cup as the leading try scorer, but it is all the work done on the inside. I mean, that was...
Yeah, he's got some pretty handy plays inside, hasn't he? And Michael Morgan, playing 5'8", playing on the left side, has had some really nice touches tonight in the last couple of weeks. He plays a lot on the right with his club side, the North Queensland Cowboys, but he's adapted really well to this left side while Cooper Cronk is on the running the right side of the field.
So Cameron Smith has had a good week with the boot as well. Just the one miss last week. And will that hold up? No, it doesn't, just to the right. So the score remains 16-2, Australia over Fiji.
And the one thing you're starting to see now is the domination of possession in favour of Australia. They've got 63% of the ball has been their way. The pace of the game is starting to become in favour of what the Australian side want it to be. Winning play the balls, creating momentum. And good news for the Fiji side is Jacob Safidi, he has a medial strain, but they've strapped it up and they're hopeful of him getting back on the park.
Well, that's encouraging. At least it's not a torn cruciate or something like that. Just the medial. It'll still be pretty painful. But that was a try conceded on the back of another penalty too, Gary. So they've conceded 4 penalties, Fiji. Australia have scored 3 tries. They're 3 tries all on the back of those penalties.
And I reckon that's going to be part of their coach, Mick Potter's half-time chat. I know they have to try to slow the play the ball. They know they have to try to stop the Australian quick play the balls, but can't afford to keep giving away penalties in that area.
Keep an eye on Josh Dugan. See how he goes. Smith kicking again under pressure, and he's hooked it across his body. It was outside the 40, but he found touch under pressure. Cameron Smith set after points, and they get down to within, what, 15 metres of the opposition goal line.
Not much you can't do.
Oh.
Let's have a look here. They've read that he's going to go there. Coruscant makes the tackle on him. Still manages a great kick. Finds touch.
Just hard to come up with something new to say in praise of Cameron Smith, isn't it?
Wait for the out call, Jordan. Hold for it, Billy. Head in, Happy. Go feet, Henry. Out!
I suppose if it makes sense, he makes the extraordinary look ordinary.
Stand up, Marcus. Hold.
It looks really simple.
Yeah.
What he does, but he engages the markers all the time. He takes the right option, he gives it to the right player. He hits the wide attacker when he needs to, just to give some space to his men outside.
Navalu on the angle, almost through. Josh Dugan. That should be a penalty, shouldn't it? No, I would have wanted it, Fiji. Now Milne with a strong run. Towards the 40. Best to play the balls, but an opportunity here to Fiji to play a little bit of footy. Strong run, good run, kick out. A little bit of a roll here. It is the last. Louis, the ball, do they know it's the last? I'm sure they don't. Now Jared Hayne. They're playing a bit of ad-lib here and Milne drops it. They'd created half a chance, but the final pass goes to ground.
That is the footy we love to see from Fiji. And it's the kind of stuff they'll score off the back of, but just a wayward pass at the end there from Hayne. Brought it all to a standstill. Brought the crowd to their feet. Though.
It's a big weekend in Brisbane. The Ashes in Brisbane, day 2 today, and sellout over there, and a good crowd in here tonight. No traffic, about 15-minute drive from Suncorp Stadium to the Gabba. A Friday night, peak hour, maybe about 45 minutes. Smith out of acting half. Regan Campbell-Gillard turned the back again. Cronk turns Gillett. Last tackle. Cooper Cronk's to the right. Smith goes to him. Kicking for Slater. Gama couldn't get there. Who's got it? Fiji. I think it's Rongitha. See their energy levels in this set here, Fiji. They've had to do a lot of defence. Inside the final 10 minutes of this first half. Hayne just through and luckily for him, tied up by Uate.
He's a bit off tonight, Jared Hayne. They've started with some good energy, but gave away a couple of penalties. There's been a few stray passes that they need him at his best. Just isn't quite happening for him.
Gama playing it. They could only get to the 30. Kick straight down the throat of Billy Slater. Here is danger. Plenty of room in front of him, but decides Valentine Holmes can have a run. Dugan seems to have recovered. Holmes. Seen another change with Jordan McLean on the Kangaroos as Clemmer has a spell, and then Dugan almost burst out the other side. The tackle was made by Nakabuai. Morgan, Cronk, Chambers. Chambers steps inside Uate, steps inside Gama, and Will Chambers scores the try. In fact, it's Dane Gago, my apologies. He was inside Will Chambers, and the other winger gets the try. 20 points to 2 with a kick to come.
Oh, doesn't he put some good footwork on here? They give him space. The long ball from Cronk is a ripper and gives him a lot of room to move. And just look here, puts the right foot on Uate, and then back inside the cover defence over next to the post. Dane Gagai.
20 points to 2 with a kick to come. What was he doing in there, Dane Gagai? Well, Chambers was out on the right wing. Way out on the right wing.
He would have sensed something was on, and he got that right. Beautiful ball on his chest, and that speed. He's one of the best ball carriers in the game, Gagai.
What a year it's been for Dane Gagai. State of Origin, player of the series, and he's off to South Sydney next year and has represented his country with distinction. He was playing inside Will Chambers there, caught me.
Get the South Sydney fans excited about what they've got coming in 2018.
Just to make it 20 points the difference.
Yep.
Has little trouble. And now the Kangaroos lead by 22 points to 2.
And probably the difference between the Australian side and the rest of the World Cup squads is their class, or their ability to link passes at pace and have the ball in front. We've seen a lot of the sides just get a little bit clunky in their attack, but Australia, as weeks have gone by, they've got more clinical, they've got more execution, and they're certainly going to be extremely hard to stop. Just talking about Jared Hayne also, well, that's the edge that Australia are doing a lot of their hit-ups at. So Hayne and Tane Milne have made 23 tackles combined so far, so they're wearing Jared Hayne out and certainly making him work hard.
Short kick-off here from Fiji, and Chambers leapt high, knocked it down, and Wangita comes up with it for Fiji, and they're on the attack. Gets the crowd into it as well. 15 metres out from the line. Can Fiji score just the 3rd try against the Kangaroos the whole World Cup? The first coming after 5 minutes of game 1, and there's the penalty.
Time's off, mate. Wait. Wait.
He takes the tap on the same spot he just took it. Sims. And the Fiji chant goes up here at Brisbane Stadium. Straight and hard. Good, strong run. Nakabuai. He's only, what, half a metre away. Coruscant. Long pass. Louis. Nothing happening there. Hayne, change direction back to Coruscant. They're going nowhere. Gama going backwards. Now Milne tried to pass and loses it. And that was now Dugan wrapped up by Vunivalu. It was a pretty poor set from Fiji.
Well, they've had a couple of sets of 6 in that 20-metre zone and haven't completed them, haven't come up with a good play on the end of it. Haven't made the Australians pay at all. And I think just even a repeat set in there. Get a kick into the end goal and a good chase on the end of it would be great.
Chambers had to reach for that pass from Cameron Smith, put him in a difficult position. Pretty hard to beat Australia at the best of times, but when they're 16 of 18, completion rate, and you could always talking about, you know, that 80% completion. Well, they're at 88% at the moment, make it 89 as they complete another set. And Gama returns it for Fiji. They seem to have lost a bit of the energy they had early. It happens when you're down by 20, but they need something to get them back into the game. They're not out of it yet. Points before half-time, desperately needed. And 2 out. There's another good run. Fiji isn't good to see him back on the field. Well, it might have been a very serious knee injury. He gets up limping though, but it was still a good run. Louis, now the offload to kick out. Inside Gillett, away from Cam Smith, but not Cooper Cronk. So Fiji in real trouble in back play though for Fiji. Now the crossfield kick. Who wants it? Milne leaps high, taps it forward, and Cordner dives on it. Will be a changeover. I don't think Jacob Saifidi is going to last too much longer for Fiji. Maybe Josh Dugan. A little bit dusty looking for half-time.
They're both feeling at those injuries that they have. Gee, I tell you what, Kikau on the left side, back rower for Fiji. He's having a big game. Great hits. Excellent carries.
He's only made 72 metres in the first half. Kikau. Not bad when your team's being beaten 22 points to 2.
Jacob, off the ball now. Make it your voice.
Smith. Kick for Cronk. Slater's there as well. Cronk keeps it on the toe. Bounce for Billy Slater. That went forward. That's no try. Off the hand of Billy Slater to Morgan. That's a knock on.
That will be tackle 5. I had no try. Just confirm that Billy Slater gets a touch on that. It's good.
Video ref to director. Yeah, Angus Winger from the first kick, please, mate. Need to sign off on onside and then roll through and to see what happens from there. If you can pause him on the boot, please, mate.
I think Cooper might be touch and go whether he's onside.
Yeah, that was my first concern.
If you can pause him on the boot here for me. Just roll it back on the boot, please, Angus. Okay, yeah, on the boot, mate. Just, yeah, okay. We're okay with the initial part. So they're onside. Second kick here from Cooper Cronk. Everyone's onside at this point. Okay, we just need to have a look. Yeah, we're going to need to look at that one. The ball definitely goes forward over the ground there. Need to see whether it's off Fiji or Australia. Nice and slow, 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 slow. Slow, slow, slow. Looks as though it might be Billy Slater's hand. Is there something from side on, mate?
Don't forget, I've got the head camera too, Bernie.
Okay, nice and slow for me, please, mate. Nice and slow. Nice and slow. Okay, that looks like Slater's hand inside. I think that's Slater's hand inside. Okay, we probably need to watch that a little bit faster, mate, but Slater's hand appears to be inside the Fijian defender. Thanks, mate. Yeah, no problems. We'll keep going through here. Yes, that's definitely Billy Slater's hand that touches the ball and then comes off Fiji anyway, which makes it a knock-on. Have a decision and going to the board.
10 metres out, or is it a little... Yeah, how far out is the touch? Yeah, there'll be a scrum.
Billy Slater knew, the players knew, they're all back there for the scrum, the no try.
Scrum, boys, on the 10.
But that kick again, Cooper Cronk's quicker than I thought, because I thought he might have been offside. I never call Billy Slater offside anymore, but Cooper, you're quicker than I thought.
Scrum.
They time it well. Smith, it's either to Cronk or to Slater that kick back in behind the ruck.
That's not possession.
Went to Cronk. Slater was there, of course.
Worth a shot. It's down the back, mate. Time's off.
2.5 to go. 2.5 time. They need a football.
Yeah, 62% completion rate's just not good enough in most games, but certainly not against the Australian team.
Wait for the outcall there, boys.
That was a critical moment too.
Okay, Jared.
Australia scored there 28-2 at half time. Would be dangerous for Fiji. But if they can jag a try before the break, give them something to lift their spirits.
Jordan up! Hold him, Matt. Hold. Go to.
Cooper White. Louis, kick out again, running at Cooper Cronk. Get some assistance from Chambers and Gillett. Louis had to reach for that one. How is he still out there? Jacob Fiji. He'll get up from this, play the ball and be limping, but he's putting in for his country. Hayne, short ball, and almost tackled as he got it was Thika, and they lose it. 5 short of halfway.
Hold. Go, 0.
Just can't hang on to the footy to put the Aussies under pressure and can't afford to concede here with 90 seconds to go to the break. And now it looks like Mills injured. Vunivalu giving the penalty away because Tane Milne was injured and he knew that they were short defensively.
Yeah, he's hurt his shoulder or elbow, Tane Milne. The number 3 here is playing on this right side defensively for Fiji. Vunivalu's going to swap with him, but vulnerable down there.
They'll go straight back at him, wouldn't you, if they see it? Josh Dugan will be calling for it. If Josh Dugan's fit enough to run it in.
Morgan is looking for it.
Up and square. Hold. Go. 1.
Smith, Frizzell, awful ball out the back, picked up by Chambers. They've lost about 20 metres there, the Kangaroos. Inside the final minute before half time. Man, through the ball, Tyson Frizzell tries to make up for it with a strong run.
Hold. Go. 3.
Morgan. 20 metres away.
Clear it. Lock in a marker, Brayden. Hold, Jacob. Go. 4.
Smith. McLean. Cronk. Now Chambers. Stumbling. Tried to pass to Gagai, who had come in. The ball went over the touchline. I can't imagine the Fijians would be rushing to pack this as the clock winds down to the break. In fact, they're walking from the field already as the siren sounds. Half-time here at Brisbane Stadium. And the Australians in control. They lead by 22 points to 2. So 4 tries in that first half. The Australians in control on the back of dominant possession and field position. Let's head downstairs. Here's Cooper Cronk with Brett Kimura.
Yeah, Cooper, it looked like a testing start, but obviously you found your groove after that.
Yeah, they played really powerfully and passionately in the first sort of 15, and we know we just gave them a penalty, drop ball, they scored 2. So we just knew we had to compete with them in the physical status and then hold the ball and get down the other end. And once we got a few back-to-back sets, we scored some points.
Good luck in the second half.
Thanks, Nod.
Also got Fiji centre Kuiuate. Well, sum up your first 40 minutes. It's been tough for you?
I don't think we went too bad. We just got to control the ball and complete our set.
Yeah, obviously Australia have had that 60% of possession. Is that, if that gets back to 50-50, there might be some tries?
There might be some tries, but we just got to fix it up. Now we've got 40 more minutes to go, and we believe we can still get there.
Good luck.
Thanks, my cheers.
Well, half-time here at Brisbane Stadium. It's Australia leading by 22 points to 2. It's almost like they played a little bit too emotionally in the first half. There, Fiji. Can they control that and put some pressure on Australia in the second half? Try scorers from the first half. And Gagai. And we're underway. We're 40 minutes away from knowing who will be the first team into the Rugby League World Cup final here in Brisbane tomorrow week. And strong defence. Regan Campbell-Gillard. Now McLean. Gillett out of the line goes Kickow and puts a shot on him over the top on Geetha. Frizzell. Josh Dugan has come back for the second half despite that ankle lock in the first as McLean takes it up to the halfway line. The kick, it's not played at, now it's play on, and so Fiji, he wasn't in front of the man that last touched it, and now putting the foot down the Kubuai, and he's inside the 20. Jared Hayne goes into acting half. Rawalui. Kick out. Kick out's only 9 metres away. Here's a chance for Fiji to start the second half strongly. Rangitha, Hayne, Nangama, the intercept, and Valentine Holmes. It's a foot race. He's over the halfway line. Here comes Uate. Uate chasing, but Valentine Holmes, 5 tries in Darwin and a hat-trick in Brisbane.
All happy?
26-2 with a kick to come, and he's not finished yet, I don't think.
What an effort. Valentine Holmes showing fleet feet there, but it was all Fiji to this point. A misplaced kick. A couple of tackles later, they throw it wide. It was 2-on-1, but they found the one Aussie that was back there defending Valentine Holmes, and away he goes. Pretty good chase there, just not quick enough. Uate to prevent him from scoring under the post, and yeah, 3 for the night so far.
26-2 to the Kangaroos with a kick to come. Eight tries in 3 halves of football, pretty much, for Valentine Holmes. Leading try scorer at this World Cup. A bit of a way to catch Billy Slater. but 9 tries in 1 World Cup. Kamali is a genius at the moment. From right in front now, Cameron Smith to extend the lead. The worst possible start to the second half for Fiji. And it is 28 points to 2 as we head downstairs, Brett Kamali.
Yeah, I think Wendell Saylor might be a little bit nervous as well with that 10 record in the year of 2000 World Cup. Just lovely position here from Val Holmes. We certainly have had a conversation that he plays fullback for the Cronulla Sharks. I think he is an outstanding winger. That positioning there was very good. Just an update from halftime. Australia spoke about their completion rate and their game management, their game control. And the big thing defensively was expect Fiji to want to score a try. Short kicks, offloads, all those type of unstructured football game. In Fiji, when Mick Potter spoke about tackle 5 finishes was really important for him. He thought that let him down the first half. And he said, win the tackle control because Australia's pace and execution is too hard to control.
Too many big guns in big positions to the Kangaroos.
They're relentless. The moment that there's a chink in the armour, a missed tackle or a poor defensive position, and they'll exploit it. I'm just keeping an eye on Dane Gagg. I wonder if he's going to go and ask Val Holmes to swap wings. He just can't get on the action enough.
Cooper Cronk looking for a 40-20. It's collected by Naingama. Almost created something for Solomon Toya. Here is the Bulldog. Remarkably, Jacob FIJI is still out there for Fiji, which is wonderful news. Here he is. It's a good run too. Corey Sau. Robert Louis, who threw the intercept and tried to put Kiko into half a gap, but Chambers made the tackle and Cooper Cronk was there as well. Here's the last. Corey Sau in front of Jared Hayne. Gets his kick away. It's not a great one. Vunivalu drops it, and Valentine Holmes was there. That sort of sums up Fiji to a certain extent. Corey Sau and Hayne getting in each other's way there.
They haven't sorted their kicking game out, have they? They put some okay kicks in the first 10 or 15 minutes. But since that point, it's been pretty sloppy. Kick chase hasn't been great.
Jacob, heads away!
Kangaroos are saying that Aaron Woods is okay. Brett told us that before, that AC joint injury sustained early in the game. He is on the bench, but I would have thought he might have come back by now, but maybe he's thrown the rotation out a bit from Al Meninga.
They used 3 interchanges, the Aussies, in the first half. No, Wade Graham hasn't seen any football yet.
Cronk kicking, Chambers and Gagai chase, but nice bounce for Naingama. And Frizzell with the tackle. 4 tries that Wade Graham scored got in Canberra. There is Aaron Woods and Josh McGuire, Wade Graham himself. Seems that's a, excuse me, a long time ago. And it pales into insignificance now, doesn't it? With Valentine Holmes' performances. Short of halfway. Githa. Naingama. Quick hands, Milne. Down the touchline, Vunivalu into touch. Great defence, Josh Dugan just forcing Vunivalu over the touchline.
How quickly he decides to get into full stride, and oh, well, he's not just 1 foot on or over the line.
I reckon Billy Slater was happy.
That would have been a tough tackle to make.
Who would have looked up and seen his Melbourne Storm teammate and thought, uh-oh.
Michael. Let's get the heads in the back, boys. Heads in, Kevin. Let's go. Okay, time on. Feed. Out. Outside.
Slater. Dummy and putting the foot down, and Billy Slater will race away and get the Kangaroos' 6th try. From the scrum win, Billy Slater did it all. 32-2 with a kick to come, and at the moment they're unstoppable.
How good is Billy Slater? 16 tries now, 2 more than any player ever in World Cup history. Both of those coming tonight, just slicing across field through the outside defenders, and away he goes. No point in chasing. You're not going to stop that man. What a player.
2 tries in 5 minutes for the Kangaroos. They lead 32-2. Unfortunately, as the young halfback Henry Raivalui missed the tackle. It's a real step up from Mounties to international level against the Kangaroos. There's not much that Cameron Smith can't do. There's not much that man can't do either, Billy Slater. When you consider that his career was, hanging by a thread with that shoulder injury, and he's come back as good as he was before it. Arguably better because of the break. Freshened him up. Cameron Smith from right in front. He doesn't need freshening up. He just plays the same way each week. There's another 2 points. It's now 34 points to 2.
Yeah, we look at the class of Slater, Cronk and Smith. They arrived at the Melbourne Storm in 2003, and it's just been unbelievable to see how their careers have developed. Billy Slater, 29th test tonight. Cooper Cronk, 37th test, so he equals Clive Churchill record for the 11th all-time. And Cameron Smith, his 55th test tonight. These 3 players are once-in-a-lifetime generation. All have been in the same club.
Time it, Soy.
Yep, 2 of them, of course, locals here to Brisbane. Billy from the north of Queensland. Cameron Smith, a Logan product, which is a city between Brisbane and the Gold Coast. And Cooper Cronk went to school here at St Lawrence's College in Brisbane, which pretty much is halfway between where we are now and the Gabba. For those of our overseas viewers, it's a stone's throw from both venues, and it's a rugby union school, and that's where Cooper went to school. South Acacia Ridge Junior.
Great play. South Acacia. Of course, this ground very familiar to them too. It's Lang Park. So many state of origin successes here for them with Queensland.
Keeping it alive here. The Kangaroos starting to get a little bit messy here for Fiji. Now another kick from Cameron Smith. It's a good one. Here comes Cooper Cronk. Nyangama. How's he going to get out of there? There is no way out. The chase was terrific. And how did he wait that ball to stay in the in-goal area, Cameron Smith? It was a late decision, and the chase was superb.
Just practice, practice, practice. Cam Smith, Cronk, they just get everything right because they work so hard on their game, and perfectly weighted kick by Smith. Cronk, the first chaser there. His teammates arrived, and it was too late by then for Nyangama to get out, but he just gets it right, doesn't he, Cam?
Hanging on here, Fiji, only just from it being a real blowout. You just get that feeling, don't you, that it's been an emotional ride for them so far. They don't want to let it blow out. Jared Hayne more than taking enough time. Here comes Regan Campbell. Gillard, and straight and hard. Bodies fly everywhere. And he gets up and plays the footy. McLean. It might be 34-2, but they've never been in a test match, the Kangaroos. Smith. Back to Slater. And Geetha was waiting for him. Frizzell. Cronk. Chambers. Thought about offloading back to Cam Smith, but takes the tackle. They're inside the 20 again here, the Kangaroos. Morgan hasn't seen much of the footy of late. Cooper Cronk. Here they go towards Valentine Holmes. And don't tell me he's got himself number 4. He's in again. Valentine Holmes. The clock keeps ticking, so does the try-scoring records. 5 last week, 4 this week, and who's to say he can't get back-to-back 5s?
He's had a bit of work to do on a couple of them, but this one was as easy as catching and, well, just bettering his position over closer to the post. Valentine Holmes, 4. Wow.
38-2 with a kick to come. Well, it's nonsense, really. 9 tries in, what, 80 plus 50, 130 minutes of football.
10 for the tournament, and that equals Wendell Saylor's record. Great Broncos and Queensland winger of the past.
Well, 9 tries in just over 2 hours of rugby league for Valentine Holmes. Brett Camorley suggested he would break Wendell Saylor's record by the end of the World Cup. Well, he was wrong.
Just had a note passed to me to call him Nostradamus.
Well, he hasn't broken it. He's equalled it, so technically he hasn't broken it yet. So he's still got 30 minutes to do it tonight.
He scored 5 tries last week. It wasn't that bold a prediction.
Well, to get 10, you have to score 5 in 2 games. Smith with another 2. It's now 40 points to 2.
Yeah, I'm certainly going to say that the try scoring will continue to happen. You know, it comes on the back of the patience from the Australian side. They're quite happy to kick. They're quite happy to get repeat sets. They're quite happy to build pressure. And on the back of all that fatigue, you get the Fiji side to make poor defensive choices, and Australia rack up the scoreboard.
Keep an eye on number 5 to see if he gets another bag of 5. He set the record last week as they go the short kick. Lee Slater came racing up to try and defuse it. Gagai, did that go forward? If it did, he's offside. It did. Tyson Frizzell.
Wait, Appy.
Dane Gagai claiming he was tackled in the air, but the Fijians were going for the footy.
Give him a chance, Dane. You're up by 40. 38.
So the Australians have only conceded 2 tries in the World Cup. Can Fiji make it 3? This is what they build their performances on too, the Kangaroos, their defence. And they're to defend their goal line here. Hayne with the dummy, and he's upended. And a dangerous tackle. Who was that? Matt Gillett. Just the penalty. Nothing on report there.
You can't lift players above the horizontal, and that's, he just got him in that dangerous position.
Go.
Sims. Aaron Woods is there, back out on the field with David Clement. Good to see him out there. Coruscant. Oh, Louis. Kick out. In one of, if not the best of Fiji tonight. Long pass, Coruscant. Now, strong run. Going to get that. There's only 10 away. Sims. No one in support. One out. Saifidi was there, but never really an option to pass it to him. Hayne. 9 Garma. Morgan wraps him up. Had nowhere to go, and he's forcing him backwards and gets some assistance in the end from Frizzell. Going backwards there, Fiji. Last tackle. Hayne. The kick for Vunivalu. Leaping win early. Ball's alive. And Cordner somehow has come up with it because everyone's missed it.
Yeah, no one got a hand to it. I question whether he was onside or not, Vunivalu. But there's no great structure to their attack, Fiji. I know they've been behind the 8 ball most of the night, but apart from that second man play, there's really no variation.
Woods. Ashton Sims with the tackle. Graham finally out there. Oh, he's caught one there, Cameron Smith, I thought. Inside the 40. Will it be a 40-20? No. Vunikithi. It was a high shot. Maybe he didn't hit him. Cam was up to his feet. But it was close. I was about to ask the question. We saw this a couple of weeks ago. Will Mal Meninga be thinking about arresting Cameron Smith or anyone with the thoughts of the final next week?
It's a strong possibility, and Graham would be the man to come in and help relieve the duties around dummy half, or Maguire if they decide to give Smith a rest, but he doesn't like going off the field, Cam.
Hayne with the kick. He's kicking possession away, really. Slater, did he get back? He did, says the referee. He's right away for his teammates to get onside. Just a kick because it was the last tackle, that really, wasn't it?
Go, 0.
Not sure that he actually got back, but anyway.
Just got the foot in the end goal.
He would have been able to run it back to the 20 with the Fijians.
He finally gets a run by Graham, waiting for his chance on the bench there. He wants to get into the action. 4 tries a few weeks ago. He'd be keen to go over again.
Well, that left-hand side for the Australians has been very profitable. It's that side that we spoke about at the start of the tournament that hadn't played much together and was sort of out of position, really. Now Maguire. Vunikithi injured in the tackle. Smith, no one moving up. Cam Smith kicking, and maybe could have passed, but well tidied up by Fiji. A couple of Fijians putting their hand in the air to be replaced. Not a good sign. Uate is through. He's got the fullback to beat. Can he beat Slater? He does, but he slows him down. Where's the support? Arriving late, Montoya. Good run, Uate. And now injured in the tackle.
Gee, was a determined effort. Have a look. He just wanted to bust the line. So desperate to get through, and does through that Frizzell tackle. Takes on Slater, just beats him. Frizzell arrives again to help out. Not sure what's happened here. On his back or his chest, perhaps. Been injured.
Just fell awkwardly, and the weight of the tackle is on it. Maybe the head on the ground.
Tackle 4. Go, 4.
He's up and okay. Hayne. Coriolisau. Nyangama into space. Here's a chance for Fiji, and picked up by Vunivalu. Not sure how he did. Did he get it down?
You have a try. Okay, Bernie, that will be tackle 5. We have a try. We're reviewing the grounding.
If he's picked that up and grounded it, that's extraordinary.
Amazing hands, Vunivalu. Here's the pass.
Okay, so Uliasa Vunivalu takes possession cleanly, maintains possession. Keep it going, mate. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Tackle isn't completed at that point. It's momentum, it's momentum. Maintains possession, it's momentum, gets into the end goal. Have a decision going to the board.
A try to Fiji. The Kangaroos lead 40 points to 6. Well, that was some sort of take from Vunivalu. I'm not sure how he collected it.
Well, we're giving his opposite winger, Valentine Holmes, a rap for 4 tries tonight, 5 last week. This guy Well, he NRL leading try scorer. He can find the line, and that was amazing work to pick that up and score.
We see Suliasi Vunivalu score so many tries through the work of his hands in the air, taking kicks, but that collective, that pass was extraordinary. And just the third try conceded by the Kangaroos in the tournament. And the first really by, a shift or use of their hands since the 5-minute mark of the first game.
Very good play out wide.
9 tries in the tournament so far. Vunivalu on the other side. That's a pretty good kick, but just fading on the other side. Val Holmes has scored 10. It is 40 points to 6, Australia over Fiji.
Yeah, as you see here, a nice long shift in favour of the Fiji. So it was a pretty poor try if you think about it. Val Holmes, who we give a rap for in attack, has certainly got caught in the wrong position there defensively. It's the first try that Australia have conceded in the second half, their last 9 matches. So I think Mal Meninga will be certainly making sure they put a finish on this, that they don't leak some points, and they get ready for what's going to be a big occasion for them next week.
The arms folded. What do you read into that, Gary? You know me really well.
I'm not going near him after the game.
The standards are high. 40 points to 6. And they come again, Fiji. And it was off the back of the great break from Puliuate as well.
Yes.
Got them down the other end of the field.
Well, they called a man short out there, but yeah, Valentine Holmes is not, as Brett Kamali said, did not follow Josh Dugan, his inside man.
And they try to offload their Fiji under pressure and have turned it over. Another mistake at their own end of the field. And so often, the Australians will make you pay. Smith, Clemmer, straight at Coruscant, who held on and got some assistance from Kamagamita around the legs. Smith, Woods. Gita making the tackle over the top. Coruscant is there as well. Ashton Sims involved. Smith, short ball. Frizzell. Nangama with the tackle. Only a couple of metres away here, the Kangaroos. Looking for try number 8. They go to the wing of Holmes again. Cronk. Now Morgan. Dugan kicking. Too much on it.
Watch it, Liz. Watch it. Okay.
20-minute restart.
Quick.
Always too much on that. And because the mistake was made there by the Australians in the end goal, that kick going dead, they get a 0 tackle, an extra tackle here for Fiji to get their way upfield.
2 out.
Stand up now, get straight.
Out from his own line. Sims. Aaron Woods in there and Chambers to make the tackle.
Will, lock in. Go, 2.
Oh, the pass taken well there by Hayne. Was behind him on Kamagamita. Well to drag it in. He's been humming his tackle. Strong defence from Woods on this occasion. Frizzell there as well. Coruscant. Now Hayne. Is that off the chest? The referee said it went backwards anyway. 4th tackle and Milne just kicks it over the top. Slides into Dugan. It was accidental, knees in the back. Still hurts whether it was accidental or not.
He's in the wars tonight, Josh Dugan.
It's one of those things that happen to his feet. A little bit sore, as all the Aussies will be, despite the 40-6 scoreline at the moment. Maguire.
Hands away, Abby! Hold.
nothing short of halfway. Clemmer is there at Geetha. That's the tackle with Sims. And a penalty.
That's too much, too much.
They'll be attacking from inside the 30, you'll think, the Kangaroos, with a full set. Matt Gillett back on the field as Frizzell has a seat. So they're inside the 20. It's a good kick from Smith. Graham. There's Valentine Holmes. Can he get 5 tries in consecutive weeks? Maguire. Woods. Almost spinning through the tackle. 5 away from the line. Smith, they go to the side of Holmes. Quick hands, Morgan. Dugan. Holmes is out there. Will he pass? He does. And Valentine Holmes remarkably gets 5 tries in a test match 2 weeks in a row. We have never seen a player get 5 tries in a test match last week. And this week we see it again. Unbelievable.
We'll never see this again, surely. Desperate to get the ball out wide. Nice work, Dave Clemmer, once again. And Dugan does his job beautifully. Can't get there himself. Unselfishly passes to Holmes. And gobsmacked.
44-6 with a kick to come. And there is the record. Passing under Sailor. 5 tries. To think we've never seen anyone score 5 tries in a test match, let alone World Cup, until last week. We've seen the same player do it the following week.
Good time to get 6.
Well, who's to say he can't get 6 now? What have we got to go? 13 minutes. You'd think he's a massive chance. He scored tries in the 18th, 25th, 42nd, 52nd, and 66th minute this week. Last week was pretty similar. 10 tries, Gary, in 2 test matches. Teams don't score 10 tries in 2 test matches.
True.
Dane Gagai scored one tonight on the other side, but he was playing right centre when he scored. Smith near the touchline. It's going to come back and add another 2 points to Cameron Smith's tally. And Brett Kamali suggested it. It's happened. 5 to Valentine Holmes.
Yeah, it's certainly been very rare to watch what's gone on the last 2 weeks. And obviously Valentine Holmes, he must just love playing rep football. He played for Queensland twice this year, scoring 4 tries. He's now played for Australia on 10 occasions and scored 13 tries. This rep footy, it's pretty easy, isn't it?
Josh Dugan had some work to do to get him the ball too.
He did very well. His inside men have been superb. 3 of those tries tonight. I'm not taking it away from him, but he's strolled over. Another crossfield kick he did really well. And of course the length of the field intercept. I said last week, some nights the ball just comes your way.
Some months.
Yeah, it's happening again.
46 points to 6. Gagai was neither short nor long that kickoff. Let's see him get 6. Valentine Holmes. I don't mean that disrespectfully to Fiji, but let's witness something we may never see again. We certainly won't see in a test match a player score 5 tries in consecutive test matches again. I don't know if we'll ever see anyone score 5 tries in a test match again. I've never seen it before until last week.
Last time I can remember 5 tries was Mel Meninga. 5 against the Roosters in 1990. Or 93, one of those wonderful days out he had. 38 points.
Full hooker there, Billy. Is that a grimace of pain or no, he's okay? Crump with the kick. Nyangama loses it forward. Can he regather? He does. He never looked like he was quite under that football there, Kevin Nyangama. And the mistake coming. It's a disappointing way to Fiji to end the World Cup after such spirited performances. They've been spirited tonight, but just not good enough.
Yeah, well, they gave away, I think, too many early penalties. It got Australia a leg up, points on the board, and really got them off to a good start, the Kangaroos. It was always going to be a difficult assignment for Fiji.
So Josh Dugan's come off for Australia. They're all to the left here, the Kangaroos. Smith at the base of the scrum. Morgan, Slater, Gagai. Gagai goes himself, gets over the line. Did he get it down to get himself a double? He did. The Kangaroos have got 9. Dane Gagai's got 2. And on his outside, Valentine Holmes have 5 still.
Well, he came from the other wing, Dane Gagai, because all the action has been on the left for the Aussies, or most of it tonight. He had a little bit of work to do. Just steps back inside Milne, slices over.
50 points to 6 with a kick to come. So Dane Gagai gets himself 2 tonight, 3rd for the tournament, and gets the whatever that is from Valentine Holmes. It's always going to be tough for Fiji tonight up against the tournament favourites who have been playing pretty well. They just haven't quite been there tonight, Fiji, as they have in other matches, and you just can't be slightly off against this Australian side.
And perhaps a bit of a letdown from that wonderful performance last week. They beat New Zealand, knocked them out of the tournament in the quarterfinals with a low-scoring game, 4 points to 2.
So Cam Smith, 7 from 8 this week. They only missed 1 last week as well. And pushes that out to the left. We don't see that too often, but it's 50 points to 6. The Kangaroos over Fiji.
Yeah, it's the second week in a row now that Australia have got that over 80% completion rate. They will just wear you down. They are clinical. They've got class all across the park. And what that does is it wears you out. So let's give Fiji a rap for what they've done in this tournament. Before this tournament, they've never won back-to-back games. This tournament, 4 victories in a row. They're emerging and they're developing.
Let's hope they can maintain the composure and keep competing right to the end. As the restart is a high one, and Montoya and Vunivalu. Vunivalu got the tap back, but straight to Gillett. They're all over him. Like the seagull on a hot chip, on the beach on a hot day, and there's a long ball to Maguire. So Vunivalu involved again with the tackle. Maguire gets up limping. And he's in trouble in back play. Now Meninga will be wondering whether or not he decides to, as we've mentioned before, take some players off as Smith through the gap. Did he lose it? He did. There is Maguire. Cam Smith's on the ground too, but he's okay.
Yeah, he's going off, Josh Maguire. Something wrong with his ankle. I'd say his left ankle. We've already got Dugan benched with an injury.
Well, he can't be interchanged at the scrum. So they're keeping him on the field. He just stays there, and as soon as the ball's fed, he can jump off. Keep him clean. He's going to come on. They don't need to worry here, the Kangaroos, because if he just runs off and McLean goes on, they'll be back to 13.
Feet on the ground. Feet.
They're coming to Maguire's side here. Duarte. Short of halfway. Sims, Clemmer lines him up as Maguire comes from the field for Jordan McLean to go on. He's not happy, Maguire, because he's, what, 6 minutes away from completing this game and getting ready for a World Cup final. And he goes straight up the tunnel. You don't like that, do you?
Not at all. There'll be some concern. The Auspac's out straight away.
Gama, Milne, bounced away from Morgan. Still going, and Clemmer's there. The offload's a good one as well. Now, Momadua hasn't seen much time, is on the ground. And here they go, Fiji, and they're over. No, they lose the ball, Vunivalu. He was over the line and lost it. Now Gagai was almost away. Vunivalu created something out of nothing, then dropped it. Here they go towards Valentine Holmes. Back rower on winger. Away he goes. He's going to get 6. Gama chasing, and 6 of the best for Valentine Holmes.
You want to check?
I've seen it, but I'm not sure I believe it.
Okay, Bernie. Tackle 1. Try. Confirming grounding, touchline.
6 tries in a test match. 6 tries in any game.
We need to do touchline grounding.
Just going to check a couple of minor points here.
Touchline. Okay, so he's in at this point. He's still in. He's clear of the touchline. Still in at this point, coming to grounding. And maintains possession and grounds it in the in goal. Have a decision going to the board.
Thanks, mate.
6 tries in one game of rugby league, and that game of rugby league is a World Cup semi-final. Valentine Holmes, 54-6 with a kick to come.
How could they possibly have doubted him? Try-scoring genius. Dugan and Frizzell there, just getting a bit of a late check on there. Well, it's certainly Dugan's ankle, but Valentine Holmes, wow, 6 tries. That is just an incredible feat after 5 last week. Vunivalu looked like he was going to score for all money at the other end, but Billy Slater thwarted that. He shifted it out.
Not sure what to say about Valentine Holmes. 11 tries in 2 weeks. Thought 5 was pretty special, but 6. Seriously?
Amazing.
Stunning. He had some work to do there as well. Great chase, Kevin Gama. But Suliasi Vunivalu was over. All he had to do was put the ball down, and he lost it. Smith from the touchline. And that one out to the left. He's not happy about it, Cameron Smith. He's a hard taskmaster. He's missed 2 in a row. But here it is again. And on one end of the field, Suliasi Vunivalu hangs onto it and scores. And from that, we get this.
Oh, look at him go. A lot of work to do there with a good chase by Gama, but he was going to get there.
Gagai under it, able to spin away from the chase and get away from Duarte. 54 points to 6 and 10 tries. You'd run through the try scorers that score 10 tries and it'd take you a while, but not tonight. 6 to Valentine Holmes, 2 to Dane Gagai, 2 to Billy Slater. Surely in the history of rugby league, when a team has scored 10 tries, there's never been just 3 try scorers.
Quite amazing. Oh, we've got to give a special mention to the great Kiwi forward Hugh McGahn. In 1983, he scored 6 in a test.
Now straight through Gillett. He's looking for a try. Montoya slipped over. Now through the hands of Cronk. Smith. Can we get 7? The kick is on, it's too deep. Through the hands, and he may have got 7.
Or a better kick, a shorter kick. He was there for sure. No one back with him.
We got the man of the match for 5 tries last week in Darwin. Valentine Holmes. Was he good enough with 6 to get it tonight? I mean, I know it's a stupid question, but you know, there's been some outstanding performances from the Kangaroos.
Sure have.
Cooper, Aaron, lock in.
Sims, offload. Hayne. 9 Garma.
Michael, give him room. Hold Dave.
15 short of halfway. Inside the final minute of Fiji's time at the 2017 Rugby League World Cup.
Here we are, Matt.
Right short of halfway. Hayne, can they finish with something special? Something to remember them by. They keep it alive. Uate. Uate puts the foot down. Away from Gillett, but not Slater. He stumbled as he came to Billy Slater. And Slater made the tackle. Hayne. Sims. Milne. I don't know that he was expecting it. He's near the touchline. It's in touch. And that'll be just about it, you'd think. Michael Potter gets up. Neither side will be that keen to back the scrum. There is the siren. Australia is through to the Rugby League World Cup final with a comprehensive 54 points to 6 win over Fiji.